I've been using both the Halo and Satellai collars for weeks, taking them into the forest, testing them around the house, and putting them through everything I could think of. But here's what changed everything. We also conducted rigorous head-to-head GPS boundary testing with professional-grade methodology. And the results? Well, let's just say there was a clear winner here, and the data backs it up completely. If you're trying to decide between these two, or if you're just curious about where the GPS collar market is headed, stick around, I'm gonna tell you. I'm actually gonna break down everything: price, performance, user experience, and most importantly, which one I would actually trust with my dog's safety. Plus, I'll tell you about a third option that might actually be the best choice of all. The Halo 4 immediately feels like a product that's been through multiple iterations, and it has. When I put it on Kona, it didn't feel like this massive tech brick that was hanging around her neck. The build quality is actually solid. You can tell that it's a company that's been refining their design based on real user feedback. The collar itself has this sleek, almost minimalist look. The waterproof rating means that Kona can swim with it, she can roll in the mud, whatever, and it just keeps on working. Satellai is a completely different story. This is a company that just made their debut at CES 2025, and you can tell that they were trying to make a splash. The unboxing experience is impressive. You get the collar, a charger, and 2 different sensor sizes depending on your dog's coat thickness, which is kind of thoughtful. But here's where things get concerning right from the start. The Satellai collar is noticeably heavier and bulkier than the Halo 4. It kept rotating on Kona's neck, so the heavier part would slide underneath. The magnetic charger feels a little bit flimsy compared to Halo's charging dock. And honestly, the whole package just feels less refined than what you would expect at this price point. This size difference is actually pretty important. If you've got a smaller dog, Satellai isn't even an option. Their minimum neck size is 14 inches compared to Halo's 8-inch minimum. And that's a significant limitation right out of the gate. Halo typically costs a bit more upfront, and it offers a few different subscription tiers. Satellai's a little bit cheaper with a flat rate subscription that includes pretty much everything. But here's the thing, after our testing revealed serious safety concerns with Satellai, any price difference really kind of becomes irrelevant. You're not saving money if the collar fails to protect your dog when it matters the most. Check the links in the description for the latest pricing and for any discounts that we've been able to secure. This is where everything changed, and I need to dive deep into our testing because the results really were shocking. We conducted professional-grade head-to-head boundary testing under controlled conditions. I'm talking setting up rope boundaries under dense tree cover and testing each collar 5 times as we approach the programmed boundary line. Thanks again, as always, Zach, for staying on top of these reviews. Just note that these are all the results from our tests, and you may experience different results, but here's what we found. In our rigorous testing, the Halo 4 achieved a 13% intermediate failure rate with 0 critical failures. That means it always provided essential boundary feedback. It just occasionally missed one of the non-critical warning stages. The tracking updates every few seconds, and the boundary detection was consistently reliable across all test conditions. Satellite specs look impressive on paper. 5 satellite systems, accuracy down to about 1.5 feet, with location updates happening multiple times per second. But here's the painful reality. In our professional boundary testing, Satellai exhibited a 100% critical failure rate. Let me repeat that. It failed to provide any boundary feedback within 30 feet of the programmed boundary in every single test. Every single one. The collar would show breaches in the app, but it wouldn't alert the dog at all. This isn't just disappointing, it's dangerous. The testing revealed that Satellai's GPS tracking was incredibly slow to respond, often issuing feedback while well within safe boundaries and failing completely when approaching actual boundaries. This behavior is exactly what we saw with much older, inferior GPS collar technology. But here's something that might surprise you. Our testing included a third collar that outperformed both. The SpotOn GPS fence achieved a 0% failure rate across all tests. 0 failures, perfect boundary detection every single time. Plus, you can set boundaries by walking the perimeter rather than just drawing it on a map. So here's where I'll put my Halo discount link because I think this is the critical piece that you need to know. But it's possible down the line we're going to see some improvements to Satellai. So let's break down the unique features that each one offers. The Halo app is just nice to use. Creating fences is as simple as dropping pins on a map. You can save multiple virtual fences, get customizable boundary alerts, and manage multiple dogs if you need to. The interface feels mature and polished, and you get access to training content from Cesar Millan, which is genuinely helpful. Satellai's app took me a little bit longer to figure out, and it feels like a version 1.0 product. Fence posts often don't drag when you tap and hold them, and you can't even create an account from within the app. You have to visit their website separately. For a product that just launched, these are kind of concerning signs. Both collars use a similar progression: tone, then vibration, then optional static correction. Here's where Satellai showed promise in casual testing: the whistle feature. Kona responded to it faster than any other collar that we've tested when it actually worked, but reliable whistle response doesn't really matter if the boundary detection fails completely, right? Halo claims 30 to 36 hours of battery life, and that's pretty accurate in my experience. I typically get about a day and a half between charges, and the charging dock is solid and convenient. Satellai claims 5 to 7 days of battery life, and actually lived up to that with faster recharging in about 2 hours. The downside? A flimsy magnetic charging cable that feels like it could break kind of easily. But here's the thing: what good is a week-long battery life if the collar fails to protect your dog? This is the heart of the comparison. Halo has been through multiple product generations with thousands of users providing real-world feedback that's been incorporated into their improvements. Our testing confirms this evolution worked. The Halo 4 performed reliably when it mattered the most. Satellai is brand new, and our testing reveals that they haven't solved the fundamental challenge of GPS collar boundary detection. When you're talking about your dog's safety, a 100% critical failure rate isn't just disappointing, it's unacceptable. Based on our comprehensive testing, here are my recommendations. Choose SpotOn if you want the most reliable boundary detection available. Our testing showed perfect performance with 0 failures. Choose Halo 4 if you want proven reliability with an established track record and comprehensive app features. Our testing showed reliable boundary detection with only minor intermediate failures. Avoid Satellai. Our testing revealed a 100% critical failure rate in boundary detection, making it unsuitable for protecting dogs until these core issues are resolved. What do you think? Does rigorous testing data change how you evaluate GPS collars? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more data-driven reviews like this one. See you next time.